There it is. All right. Got it. Welcome back to Theology BookMAS Day 4. Today we are talking about a little book. Yesterday we talked about a really big one, and today we're talking about a 112-page book called Christians Get Depressed Too by David Murray. Now, why do I love this book so much? Why has it impacted me? Well, one is that it's about a subject that a lot of people don't talk about. Depression, anxiety, these kind of emotional issues, I think we all kind of struggle with them, but no one wants to admit that. And so we have like this weird stigma, especially in Christian circles, that we're just not supposed to get depressed. We're not supposed to deal with anxiety. We're Christians. We're supposed to be stronger or better than that. And I think David Murray gets to the point in saying a lot of us struggle in silence about these issues that we have. And I think that many people go through periods of time when they are depressed. Maybe even joyful occasions like Christmas. Some people have really blue Christmases. Maybe they lost someone, especially with COVID-19 and 2020 this year. I think a lot of people are maybe not feeling like that joyful spirit that maybe they have in past years. And there's something about holidays that kind of brings out all that emotion again. And so maybe right now would be a great time to be reading this little book. But I love this book because a lot of us struggle with it. No one wants to talk about it. And David Murray, he just says, yeah, Christians get depressed too. I kind of want him to write a sequel book called Pastors Get Depressed Too. Because it's so true. A lot of us struggle. And it might not be ongoing. It might just be seasons. Like maybe the difficulty of dealing with COVID-19 has caused a lot of pastors to feel that anxiety, maybe for the first time. And a book like this would be helpful because he's not one of those guys who just spouts out, like all this psychology and doesn't talk in biblical terms. He does. He doesn't just talk in biblical terms. Sometimes you have to deal with medical things. And David Murray has a great balance between those two. So I would recommend anyone who has thought about, different difficult times in their lives and maybe they get down about it based on circumstances, based on relationships, based on, just whatever, that this would be a good book for you to start. And it's not like a big one. Where you're, going to take months going through it. You could go through this in a couple days, and I think it would be well worth it. Very practical on just kind of admitting it. I think that's like the best thing, right? Like, is to just admit that there's something going on, and a lot of Christians just don't want to admit it for a lot of different reasons. But I think this book would be a really helpful one in figuring out where you are. And if you're in ministry, even if you're not feeling anything yourself and you're just like, well, I'm having, some people have even said, I'm having the best year of my life. And I don't want to say that this year because I know a lot of people are going through hardships. It's okay. But maybe this would be helpful in understanding where others are coming from and being able to minister to them. So Day 4, Christians Get Depressed Too by David Murray. Great book. I'd recommend basically all of his stuff. They're all great, but this one's just a really small, practical book. So that's today. This book, tomorrow, another book, and another video. I'll see you then.